Bonjour, Katie Nadizhnikas. I'm Katie.
And I'm Emily.
We are here to show you a fun craft today that I think you're really going to like. Emily, do you know what we're making today?
Wooden wind chimes.
Wooden wind chimes, yeah. You can hang these inside your room maybe, or in a window, or even out in your garden or your front porch, wherever you like. So I'm going to show you what you need to make some wooden wind chimes. You need some fishing line, if you have it. If you don't, you could use some twine or some yarn. You'll need some paint brushes.
And paint.
And you'll need a variety of colors of paint. Whatever colors you like. We're going to use everything we've got. So that's what you need to make a wooden wind chime. Wait a second. We're missing one item. What are we missing?
Wood.
We need wood. That's right. We're going to use some sticks that we find on the ground. So right now, Emily and I are going to go out and look for some sticks. We've got a bag and we're going stick hunting. Stay tuned. Emily and I are back from hunting for sticks. Emily, you want to show people what we got? This is a sample of what we got.
We got this big stick.
Yep.
We have this tiny small stick. And we have sticks with no bark on them.
So we tried to get a variety of sticks. And Emily, where did we get the sticks? Did we take them off a tree?
No, we found them on the ground.
Yeah, we only took things from the ground and we only took a few just to have a selection to work with. We didn't take a lot. We didn't want to disturb any habitat. But we tried to look for some sticks that didn't have bark on them, right?
Yes.
So what was the purpose of looking for sticks without bark?
So if they have lots of bark on them, they might be still a little bit alive. And if we were to take the bark off, it might be like green.
Right. So we're looking for sticks that were really old and dried out. This one is a great example. The bark has come off. It's very hard and light. I think that sticks like this will make a better sounding wooden wind chime than green sticks. And if you choose to paint your sticks, the paint will go on a lot better on a stick that doesn't have any bark. So you can paint them or not. It's up to you, or you just paint some of the sticks, but not all of them. What we're going to do is show you how the wooden wind chime will go together. And then we are going to get painting our sticks and we'll show you what they look like. But before we paint them, and you might find this as well, some of the sticks were sandy or dirty because they've been in the sand or the dirt. We're going to give them a bit of a wash and then let them dry in the sun. And this will help the paint to stick to the wood. So for example, I have this bigger stick here. So you can see it's quite big. It might be a little too big for our purposes, I'm not sure, but we'll see. So you want to use a bigger stick as your main stick for your wind chime. So you take a big one like this, and you'll have a hanger on the top, and we'll show you how to do that. But then to make the wind chime, you'll have smaller sticks of all different sizes, and they're going to hang along the edge like this. Yeah. And then they'll tink together. So that's how you do it. So when you're washing your sticks or getting them ready to paint, you might want to pick out the ones you want to use, and then you'll be ready to go. So we're going to wash these and let them dry, and we will report back to you shortly. Hey everybody, I've got our finished wooden wind chime here. Do you like it? Listen to the sound it makes when the sticks hit each other. It kind of sounds like rain a little bit or something. It's not a very loud sound, but it's very natural sounding. So I want to tell you a little bit about how we put this together. You might be able to tell from the video that I used fishing line. And fishing line is really nice because you can't really see where the strings are. It almost looks like the sticks are floating. But it is a little bit difficult to put together because fishing line is a little bit slippery. So if you want to use that, you should ask for an adult for help. If you want to do it on your own and you use some yarn or some twine, it might be a little easier for you. So as you can see, we hung our wooden wind chimes all at the same height. So all of the strings are about the same length. And it's a cool effect because some of the sticks are longer and some are shorter. So it kind of has like a random effect at the bottom, but at the top it's a really nice line. Another cool way to put your wind chime together might be to order the sticks in order of their size, largest to smallest. So that's a really important math skill if you didn't know that. When you go to school, you're going to learn how to order numbers and sizes from either smallest to largest or largest to smallest. So this is a great way to practice how to order things in a certain order. So you could do it like that. The effect would be really cool because it would almost like go on the diagonal because all of the sticks on one side would be shorter and one would be longer. So that would be a cool effect you might want to try as well. So basically to put this together, I decided on the layout that I was going to use. And then I attached some fishing line to the top of each of my little wind chime sticks. And then I attached them to the big stick here at the top. So it's just tying knots, and you can tie double knot to make sure it's tight. One trick is, for example, this stick here, do you see how at the top it has that point right here that's coming out? That's the end I use to tie because the fishing line won't be able to slip over the top because it's wider at the top than where I tied it. So if you can find any sticks with little branches coming off like this one here, you can tie it underneath and that'll keep it more secure. So for this big part here with this big stick, you had to make sure that you tie your hanger, which if you can see it's right here, you have to tie it evenly on each side. So if you tie it unevenly, your wind chime might go like this, or it might hang like this. So it sometimes takes a little bit of practice to just tie it and see if it looks even to you. And then if one side is hanging lower than the other, you just move the fishing line or the string farther along each of the sides. You might have to move one side out, move one side in just to get it even, but it's kind of a fun experiment to see what to do to make it even. So I tied the fishing line on the ends all the way up, all the way down with a big string. And then, if you can see, I made a little knot, and there's this loop here. I know it's really hard to see in the video, but there's the loop, so I could just hang it over a hook or maybe on the branch of a tree or something like that. So that's how I put this beautiful, colorful wooden wind chime together. And remember, if you don't want to do all of the sticks a solid color, you could do polka dots or stripes or rainbows, whatever you want. And even if you don't want to color it and just have it the plain wood, I think that looks really nice too. So if you decide to make a wooden wind chime, it would be great if you take a picture of it and send it to the Matawa Facebook page, because Emily and I would love to see your creations. I hope you're having a great summer so far, and I hope you'll have fun making your own wooden wind chime. Mina wagawabamin.